All right, this is not the VTuber's opinion. I'm an actor. It's Murdoch's opinion. It's not Yun's opinions or this character's opinions. It's ActiVote. It's some democracy type app that I'm going to look into. You give your opinions on it. I guess this is for later. You can vote on Joe Biden or something. Approval rating? I don't know. I don't know how to check your priorities. What does this mean exactly? For each category, you can indicate how important the topic is. That's it? How important? Healthcare is important? Like, how important? Like, as like the government does, or what? See, I sort of just went random. Environment was kind of middle, social equality, middle, democracy, low. Everything else is kind of high. I don't know. I'm a like pluralist, kind of a weird mix of opinions. My political history is socialist, and then I used to be a libertarian, and that's about it. Registered Democrat, sort of a hot mess. Ooh, I'm really bad on abortion. Which of the following statements best reflects your opinion about abortions? They should be illegal in all cases. Probably not. I don't know. It's kind of a slippery slope in it. They should be. You can argue the other way though. It's a slippery slope letting somebody kill somebody else, I guess. If they have that definition of life. It's a hard question. I just don't like answering for someone else on this type of issue, to be honest. That's why I lean towards pro choice. Probably bothers a lot of people though. They should be illegal except in extreme circumstances. That's better than the first one. I prefer they should be illegal except in extreme circumstances. Two, they should be illegal in all cases. All cases, that's blanketed, that's too much. I mean, how quixotic could those pro life people be? They should be legal, but only until the pregnancy reaches a certain duration. Exemplar grata, late in the pregnancy, if it should be illegal. Yeah, they're getting better and better as it goes down, in my opinion. I mean, this is my bias, though. They should be legal in most circumstances, but some regulations surrounding the logistics and time frame of the process, exemplar grata, late term regulations should be allowed. I prefer the one above it to the wait. I don't know. They should be legal in all cases. Um, yeah, I guess so. A female's not incentivized to kill her baby. I saw like evictionism or something before where artificial fetuses, we should focus on artificial fetuses. That would solve the problem, right? I feel like technology is going to solve that problem, not political solutions. Some people say pro choice until you get artificial fetuses, and some people say pro life until you get artificial fetuses. I lean on the side of pro choice until you get artificial fetuses. Some people would lean to pro life until you get artificial fetuses. Historical marginal tax rate for highest and lowest wage earners. Um, I don't mind high taxes. I don't like a for such a big empire type country though. I don't like this sort of policy. I don't know. Like I would like to have this is why I call myself a pluralist. I like having each state be its own thing. Have like a super high tax rate in one state. If you prefer high tax rates, you go there. If you prefer low tax rates, you go there. If you prefer welfare programs, you go here. If you don't prefer them, you go there. If you want like Linux distros, you prefer like a minimum everyone's like sometimes your opinion switches back and forth. Not everyone's in one position. Not everyone's super dogmatic their whole lives, right? A lot of people in the gray area, I think. I experienced two extremes. I experienced being into socialism and I experienced being into libertarianism. And now I'm really just confused. That's why I like pluralism. You could be like, what do I feel like right now? I'll move into there. Vote with your feet. I'm a big fan of that. Uh, there's some things I would never be into, like anti LGBT or something like that, or like something that targets a certain kind of person for arbitrary reasons or anything like that. My ideology cannot do anything like that to anybody. My ideology is definitely not hyper nationalistic or anything like that. I'm definitely more on the globalist side. Don't know if that's the right term, but the highest marginal tax rate should be raised to 90 as it was during the World War II, 70. So what we're considering the Laffer curve. The highest marginal tax rate should be raised to about 45% for the top. So that's like a Pete Buttigieg style. Pete Buttigieg, I think he's trying to like min max the Laffer curve. He tries to get to the maximum amount. I think he's like right at the 50% mark. That's where a lot of us are right now. Albeit, I think there's a lot of you can write off the means of production quite a bit for taxes, so you can get down to like 23 as like a super wealthy individual. Um, can I just not give an opinion on this? I don't know. I'm not a big. I personally would not want to live in an area with high taxes, but that's personal preference, isn't it? I wouldn't really want to impose that. See, I sort of like to compete with the government for these programs. My dream is to like set up charities that do this stuff, but the government just wants to do it for me instead of me trying to come up with it. I'm a big fan of like Newman's Own and whatnot. I'm gonna start sounding like a conscious capitalist. See, I'm influenced by both sides, so it just sounds weird. Everyone hates me because I'm like, oh, I like this, I like that. I'm a dumbass. Prescription drug prices, on average, are twice that expensive in the U.S. and other developing countries. Which of the following statements best reflects your opinion on what the government should do about rising prescription drug prices? They should do nothing. What do you mean? They already done stuff though. So if you do nothing, you're just keeping the status quo. That's sort of dumb, isn't it? Status quo isn't good. You only not fix it if it's already good. The U.S. should ensure that Medicare can negotiate with drug companies to keep prices reasonable and allow states or coalition of states to do the same. I guess that's better. The U.S. should ensure that Medicare can negotiate with drug companies to keep prices reasonable and allow states or coalitions of states to do the same. I mean, that's better. It's improving. The U.S. should reduce the duration of the exclusivity period granted by the Food and Drug Administration. That I like. Can I vote? Can I re-vote? Okay, good. Just in case. There might be a better option. The government should mandate a most favored nation clause. What? Which gives drug companies the ability to set prices as they like, but ensures that the U.S. will never pay more than what these companies charge in other developed nations. Why? Such a weird way to go about it. I mean, sure, I'm not really into nationalism strategies. The U.S. should put price controls in place on drugs for which no alternatives are available. I just say get the generics out. Yeah, this is my favorite one. 6%. Am I hated? I probably suck. This is pretty popular.